Hi, welcome to my home and welcome to my channel, Dollhouses and More. I'm going to show you a tour of my English front opening dollhouse, which I had imported from England and my husband and I built and furnished and lit and did everything too. So here is a little glimpse of it before we go inside and take the tour. Now we're going to start and look at the beautiful cupola with the beautiful copper weather vane on top. The dual stacked chimneys, which is very reminiscent of the Georgian period home. You see the beautiful black shutters and the white windows with the white Piedmont trim molding over it. Very pretty flower boxes, white flower boxes with red roses cascading out of them. The black front door with geraniums that adorn each side of it. And a dress over the front door, which is very traditional. Put your dress on a dollhouse. The door knocker, and knob, and door plate, and some shrubs to decorate it. The front marble steps. And then we see the grandmother in her beautiful Victorian outfit with her beautiful Victorian hat. There's our granddaughter, the beautiful little baby in the pram, and the little doggy. And they're out getting some fresh air before they go in for dinner. So the grandma and the baby are outside enjoying themselves in the fresh air. There's a little bench the family sits on and a mailbox to get their mail, an English mailbox that they get their mail out of every day. And then we're going to look at some more of the dollhouse. Go down and look at the basement part of the dollhouse. There's a little bench that they go out and sit on, and I made the flowers that surround it and the wreath. And there's some shrubs, and there's the steps to go upstairs. And some more bushes or shrubs to adorn the dollhouse. And there's the railings. And there's some more shrubs to make the dollhouse look real pretty. And here's the sign, the name of my dollhouse, which is Wentworth Court. And it's built in 1899. It's very traditional to name your dollhouse and put a sign on it to let people know what the name of your dollhouse is. So we're going to just take some more view of the dollhouse, the upper floor, and look at the lace curtains on the window, the pretty lace curtains, and the black shutters, and the black door, and the white window boxes with the red roses cascading out of them, and the white Piedmont molding, which I really happen to like. And I think it just came out really nice. It was a lot of hard work to build this dollhouse. It just came in a box with wood, no furniture, no shutters, nothing. You just built the dollhouse and then added everything else. So now that we're going to go to the bottom part of the dollhouse and open up the basement part. Okay, that's the first door, and now we'll open up the second door, and we'll see inside of the dollhouse. And you can see that this has 3 rooms in the dollhouse, and that's the basement, and we'll take a tour of it later on. Now we'll go up to the main floor of the dollhouse and open the first door, and we'll look inside, and you can start to see the lights and all the beautiful furniture. And we'll take a tour of all those rooms later on in this video. And now we're at looking at the whole part of the dollhouse. Now we'll start with the tour, and we'll go to the first room, which is the older sister's room, Elizabeth. And we'll look at everything in her room, all the little miniatures. There's her little doggy, and there's her side table. And she has a lamp and a picture of herself. And then she has pictures of her grandparents and beautiful green curtains with a nice shade, a white window shade. There's a pink bench with her little chihuahua sitting on it, and her hat and her umbrella. And she has the little cute chihuahua that an artist made to look like my chihuahuas. And there's a chamber pot under the bench. And now we'll go and look at her beautiful white brass bed with a nice linen and a hanging plant. And there's a picture of her, a picture of Elizabeth on the wall. And there's her little jewelry box and a hanging plant. And there's a fireplace, but you can't see it. And there's Elizabeth in her beautiful pink gown with a beautiful hat on. And she's getting ready to go to dinner with her family in the dining room and eat. There's our little dog. I love that dog. It's so cute. And there's a wreath that I made, a rose wreath, and I put on the door. And that's Elizabeth's room. And now we're going to take a tour of the second room, and the basement. This is the bakery. The family owns a bakery. And there's the wreath I made in the lavish chair and table from France with beautiful flowers on it. There's the sister, and her name is Linda, the little sister. And there's the lavish table and chair from France. And there is the cuckoo clock from the Black Forest of Germany, and it really is from the Black Forest of Germany. The damask wallpaper again. It's in a blackish color, but it doesn't look black, it looks green there. And there is the person that works the bakery with the cash register and the beautiful picture behind her and all the cakes on display for the customers to buy. And there's the steps back there to go upstairs. There's some more cakes and her cash register and her papers to wrap the foods in, and more cakes in display for the customers to look at and buy. And there's the scale. And there you can see a grandfather clock in the background. The clock really does keep time, but it doesn't chime. It's really nice. You can see what time it is. And I think the damask wallpaper looks very pretty in this room. There's a very pretty picture on the wall with some women in it with a gold frame. There's another pink flower wreath that I made. And there's an umbrella stand with an umbrella. And there's the pull chain that you pull to alert the servants that you need them. And there's the lavish table and chair again from France, the gold table and chair set. And when I bought it, I really love the piece, and it's gone up a little in value since I bought it. The umbrella stand again, which I really love, and the pull chain again. And now we're going to tour the third room of the basement, and that's the final room. Here's the umbrella, and this is green and white striped wallpaper, and there's some silhouette portraits, and we have a wreath again that I made, and a spinning wheel. And this room is Susan's room. She's the other older sister. There's her spinning wheel and her bed, and she's got a nice desk to keep her things on, and we can look at her beautiful gown. There she is. And there's her light, and there's her bed warmer to keep her bed warm and keep her warm at night, and a picture of her on the wall, and her beautiful pillow cases and her beautiful linen. And there she is with her beautiful outfit on and a nice dresser in the back. And I like the wallpaper I chose for this room. I think it suits it nice. So we're going to just take a look at more of the little miniatures. Here's a picture of her parents' wedding and her lamp and her Holy Bible that she has on her desk. Again, she has the beautiful green curtains and the shade. And there is her bird in the cage. It's so pretty, and it's so realistic looking. All these little details are what make a dollhouse. And there's her hat boxes that I made. And we can see her dog, the spinning wheel again. And now we'll go up to the ceiling and look at the beautiful ceiling in this room, how pretty it is. That really makes the room extra special when you add the decorative ceilings. So this is the third room of the basement. Now we're going to go upstairs to the dining room, and there is the little sister Abigail. And Abigail is helping her mother get ready for dinner. Here is beautiful flowers on the table, some beautiful red dining room chairs, and we're going to be looking at the side table and flowers, and it looks like there's some green beans and some turkey and maybe gravy on the sideboard. And you see a chair in the background, and there's a pretty picture of roses with a gold frame and red damask wallpaper, which I think looks great in this room. There's some hanging plants I made, the china cloth cabinet with some dishes in it, some china. There's a picture over it, some pretty flowers to adorn it, and another hanging basket of flowers, and the red damask wallpaper. And then we go back and look at the picture over the china closet and the pretty flowers that adorn it. And here's another picture. It looks like a English fox hunt with a gold frame. And there's some cakes for the family's dessert. And it looks like they're going to have a nice dessert. And there's Abigail again. I love her dress. It's pretty. It's black and red. I think it is so pretty. There's that nice rug under the table. So that's the dining room for the family's dining room. And we're going to look at the beautiful, this is my favorite ceiling in all of the house, the beautiful decorative ceiling. I love the way the light makes that reflection on the ceiling. And here's the stairway with the rug on it. Let's take a little look at it. I think that looks really pretty and realistic. And here's the kitchen, some dog food, flour sack, the dog, and a chair, and a mouse underneath for good luck. You put a mouse in your dollhouse for good luck. And there's the butter churn, and a basket of bread sitting on the cane chair. There's the basket of bread. That's the cane chair that you're seeing. There's the old-fashioned phone in this red and white gingham wallpaper in here. There's a cabinet where they keep their things and some pretty flowers on top of it. And there's some pies that the maid made for the family. And there's the old-fashioned refrigerator with the ice block. And the cuckoo clock again, another one from the Black Forest. And that's that ice block that keeps the food cold. That's how they kept their food cold. And there is the maid that's making the family's dinner, making the rest of the food, and you can see all the details like a dish towel and blueberries and tomatoes, and there's an English teapot and some dishes, and there's the maid again, and you can see all the little miniatures hanging on the wall that I got from Germany. It's very pretty. I like the way it looks. So you see part of the stove and the refrigerator, and the maid again, and some pretty flowers on top of the pie safe. And I love that piece. I got it from Germany. I think it just makes the kitchen look so pretty. And there it looks like the maid is doing some laundry, and you can see the soap bubbles in the sink and the soap bubbles on the laundry tub. And I think that makes the dollhouse look very realistic. There's the pretty flowers again on the pine safe. And the gingham paper. Now we're going to look at the decorative stove. I love this stove. I got this stove from Germany also. There's a tea kettle on top, a copper tea kettle. And if you look at the beautiful stove I got from Germany, you can see all the features and what they really look like. It's a replica of it with the warming tray and the place to put your tea kettle and an oven. And there's a sign. And there's my flour sack for my dollhouse. Again, we're going to look at the table and look at all the little miniatures out there. They make it look so realistic. The salt box, the teapot, the dishes, the blue willow dishes, the blue willow things, the maid again in her nice outfit. Very Victorian kitchen. Now we're going to go and look at the stairway again and the beautiful rug runner that's on the stairway. Makes it realistic. This beautiful runner makes that realistic, and we'll go up to the second floor and look at the stairs and the runner, and you can see a table with the portrait of the mother. Now we'll go and tour the other room. Now I think we're going to tour the mother's bedroom. Her name is Catherine. This is the mother and father's bedroom. And this is my favorite room. I had so much fun decorating it. First, we're going to look at a bowl and pitcher set and a lace table, and they used to keep themselves clean and refreshed using the bowl and pitcher. There's a beautiful pink bedspread and a little chihuahua. I had the artist make, again, a chihuahua that looks like mine, and the beautiful pink pillows and the pink bedspread and the brass bed, and her umbrella and a little doggy, a beautiful rug. And there's some pictures and sconces on the wall. I love the roses in that picture and the gold frame. There's her lamp, and there's the dress she's making, another picture with the gold frame. There's her dress that she's making to wear. And there is the armoire that an English artist made for me. And there's the mother. Her name is Catherine. And she's dressed in a beautiful green with pink trim gown, a nice hat, some pretty jewelry, because she loves jewelry. And there's her mannequin to make her dresses. And another picture with the gold frame. And again, this has pink damask wallpaper. which is very Victorian. Now we're going to look at another picture with a gold frame, roses. And there is her vanity, and she has her makeup on it, and a mirror, and perfume, and some jewelry, and her wig, and a necklace. And then we'll look at her hat boxes, and there's her little chair for the vanity. And there's her needlepoint. She has her needlepoint sitting on the table next to her umbrella. And it's just these little details that really make a dollhouse look real. All these little miniatures you put in. There's the pretty rug from France that I had imported. The armoire again, and there's the mother in her beautiful green gown. We'll take a look at the ceiling decorations in this room. I think it came out really pretty with the little angels on it and the light reflecting off of it. And then I put some bling on the top. I took some rhinestones to make it look real blingy. And it shines really pretty when the lights are on at night. So that's the parents' bedroom. And we're almost done with that. And then we'll go on to the next room. There's the stairway again. And now we're going to look at the family's formal living room. There's their little doggie in the dog bed with a rhinestone necklace. There's another one of their Scotty dogs, or Yorkshire and Scotty dogs. There's their tea service. On the table there, it's a silver tea service. There's their beautiful fireplace that keeps them warm. I think that looks just so inviting. Looks really pretty in a dollhouse, makes it very realistic. There is the grandmother there and the beautiful couch. Another pretty painting with a gold frame and sconces. I like the wallpaper I chose in this room also. There's the grandmother. She came in for dinner. Put the grandbaby upstairs for a nap. And there's the fireplace again with all the pretty little miniatures on top, flowers and a clock, and I think they call them Staffordshire dogs. And there's a mirror in the china closet with some china in it and some flowers on top of the china closet and a bust. And again, I love that wallpaper with the flowers. Very delicate. And there's another chihuahua that I had the artist make to look like my daughter's chihuahua, and a very pink, pretty chair. There's a telephone and an ashtray. And there's a portrait, another portrait of the mother. And it goes very well in the room. She's in a very pretty gown. There's another little picture. And there are the chairs again. And this is just a look at the family's living room. And this is done in a Victorian style furniture. And I hope you're enjoying the tour. This is for the dollhouse enthusiasts like myself. I watch their channels and tour their houses. And there's the pretty rug from France. I love that rug. In this room, I didn't put any decorative wallpaper yet. And this is a look at the family's formal living room. And that's a look at the ceiling and the chandelier. And next we're going to go and look at the stairway again. And then we'll look at the hallway with the mother's portrait and the little table with the pretty flowers and wallpaper. And then we'll go into the next room and tour that room. And I think you'll like the next room we go into. It's the children's nursery and bedroom. So here's the children's nursery and bedroom. As you can see, the little pull toys and the teddy bear on the floor and the rocking horse and the dollhouse that the father made and the little pull toy again and the bunk bed. You can see the bottom of it. The pretty rug, the rocking horse. Another look at the dollhouse. And there is the sister. And her name is Linda. And there's the little baby sister. Her name is Jeanette. And she's holding her bottle. And the sister has a yo-yo in her hand. And there's two of the chihuahuas on the top bunk bed. And again, I had an artist make those for me. And I made the necklace for them. And they look like my real chihuahuas. And I like the wallpaper. It's pink and white, checkered gingham. And there's their little pictures of this girl's room. And their little doll on the dresser with their lamps and pictures. And then there's the dollhouse that their father made to look like the dollhouse, to look like their real house. Their father made that for them, and they love to play in their dollhouse. And there's the crib. I love the lace canopy on the crib. And there's the cute little baby, Jeanette. And you can see her pacifier around her neck and her little bottle. And there's her sister with her yo-yo and her English flag. I love the little sailor outfit. I think it is adorable. And it's of that time era too. And there's the rocking horse again. And that is the children's bedroom. And now we're going to go to the family's bathroom. It's a porcelain old clawfoot tub, which is of that era. We're going to look at a pretty mirror. And there's pink and white, or pink and pink striped wallpaper in here. Some more decorative flowers, some towels, another mirror that I had an artist make with beautiful decorations on it. The old-fashioned toilet, which goes up to the ceiling and just very nostalgic looking. A place where the family keeps all their things, a hat box on top, another picture, and the pretty striped wallpaper. And there's all their things that they need in their home for their bathroom necessities. Looks like the father's shaving cream on the bottom. And now we're going to look at the mirror that's over the sink. And we're going to see the soap suds in the sink. And there's some flowers next to the sink. And there's the beautiful porcelain mirror with some pretty flowers on it. And then you have a marble floor and some pretty flowers to decorate the bathroom. And that's the family's bathroom. And I hope you're enjoying my tour. I don't use some music because I don't want to get a copyright. Plus, I think it's more interesting when people can describe what's in their dollhouses. I will be making a shorter tour for those who don't want to take the 25-minute tour. I'll make a shorter one. There's the living room of the family. There's the pipe, the father's pipe, and his things that he needs. There's another look at the living room and the stairway and the mother and father's bedroom. I hope you're enjoying it. I love this room. I just had so much fun decorating it. I love the ceiling decorations too. And then we're going to look at the kitchen. And there's the maid. She's finishing up dinner for the family. And there's the copper, old-fashioned copper ceiling in the kitchen. Very nostalgic. Nice detail in a dollhouse. Stairway again. The family's dining room. This is the main home. There's Abigail again. There's the family's dining room. And then we're going to go to the older sister's room. Take a look. There's this last look. There's the spinning wheel. And her dog. Like I said before, it's all these details that make your dollhouse really realistic. I love the lights because I put the dollhouse and open it up on at night and look in. There's the bakery. And I put the lights on. It just looks so pretty. And even with the doors closed, it looks pretty, you know. And then here's the last bedroom that we're going to see before we close the dollhouse up. And there she is in her pretty Victorian dress and hat with all the pretty miniatures around her. And I hope you're taking a look at all the details I put in hard work. It's a lot of hard work to build a dollhouse. So we'll have one last look of the dollhouse, then we'll close it up. Close up the dollhouse. That's the main floor. We close that up. And we'll get a last look at the outside of the dollhouse. The beautiful lace curtains, and black shutters, and white molding, and the Piedmont over the window, and beautiful window box with the roses cascading in the front door. And that's the main part of the dollhouse. And I love to put the lights on at night. It looks so pretty. Looks like a real house. I'm not finished with the outside, but I'll show you when I do get finished with it. So we're going to look at a side view, well, of the dollhouse. There's a door and a window on one of the sides of the dollhouse. I think that's a really nice feature. Like I said, we had to build this. It just came in a box. It didn't come with all the stuff, just the wood to build the dollhouse. You had to paint it and put your own shutters. And there's another window on the other side of the dollhouse. And I bought, it was two separate items, the basement and the house. It was just wood. And you had to put it together. And then you had to buy all the furniture and make the shutters. So I hope you enjoyed my tour. Please like, subscribe, and share to my channel, Dollhouses and More. Hope to see you again. Thanks for visiting.